morning. Again, a word of welcome to you all, particularly to those who have been traveling with the Blessed Sacraments, our pilgrim team, and all my brother priests here from the diocese and deacons as well. So today we are going to set out on pilgrimage. We are going to set out on pilgrimage and in procession. And we celebrate the feast day of the Apostle Barnabas. A couple things about Barnabas and the reading from the Acts of the Apostles today. It was at Antioch that they were first called what? It was in Antioch that they were first called Christians. Now, what does it mean to be a Christian? What does it mean to be a Christian? A follower of Christ, a little Christ, an anointed one. And so we are called Christians, but how well do we wear that name? When I think about Barnabas, and I have a particular devotion to Barnabas, and the reason why I have a particular devotion to Barnabas is because, and I'm grateful that you're all here today to celebrate my anniversary of my ordination, okay? So, so that's enough of that. I did not want that, okay? But what I did want to say is this is why I have a particular devotion to Barnabas. It's because he's the patron of the day of my ordination. But Barnabas, earlier in the Acts of the Apostles, it says that he had a field and that he sold that field and he gave the money to the apostles. He gave the money to the church. So he gave. Right here in the Act of the Apostles that we had, they fasted and they prayed. So what were these three kind of fundamental principles that Barnabas demonstrates? Prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. What does it mean to be a Christian? Let me tell you, if you don't pray, and I mean pray regularly, and I mean pray daily, and I mean pray with fervor, I'm not sure you're living up to the title Christian. If you're not a giver, time, talent, and treasure, I'm not sure you're living up to the name Christian. If you don't fast, fasting isn't for Fridays during Lent. Fasting is a part of our life. It's part of what it means to be called a Christian. St. Barnabas, he demonstrated these things. And St. Barnabas, another thing about his life today, as we read about in the Acts of the Apostles, is that he encouraged the others. He encouraged them. And so to be a voice of encouragement in this world. I'm sorry that I don't remember the original source of this quote. I first heard it from Mother Angelica, so I attribute it to her, and somebody else told me, no, that's not who said it. But it was, spare me from sour-faced saints. To be a person of encouragement, to be a person of hope, to be a person of life, that's what it means to be a Christian. Now, as we are Christians, we are pilgrims as well. We are pilgrims, not just our pilgrims that we welcome here today. We are all pilgrims. And where are we going? We're going home, right? We are on a pilgrimage to the Holy Land, and it is through this life. And as we do this pilgrimage through this life, we are also in procession, because we are on pilgrimage with Jesus. And so we are going to demonstrate these things today. We are going to pray, and I'm not asking you to fast today. Have a good meal today. Have some sustenance. Drink your water today. But to pray, to fast, to give, to be on pilgrimage, to process with Christ, to wear the title Christian with joy. Let it be a joyful day of witness to our Eucharistic faith here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. It is a great privilege for me to be a priest. It is the greatest privilege. I often think, I don't want to get too personal, but I often think to myself, what did I do to deserve this? What could I do? Nothing. Lord, I am not worthy. As we are not worthy to receive the blessed sacraments, so we are not worthy to receive the grace of the sacraments, but because God is generous, he gives us life. He gives us baptism. He gives us the Eucharist. He gives us our vocation. Today, I thank God for this procession. I thank God for my priesthood. I thank God for the witness in the life of Barnabas. I thank God that I am called a Christian. And I pray and I pray and I pray that I live up to the title Christian.